Welcome, everyone. Today we'll be presenting our strategic communications campaign focused on increasing student engagement with career services at Salt Lake Community College. To give a quick overview of our project, we designed a campaign that raises awareness about career services and the support it offers for career readiness, job opportunities, and internship experiences. We built a full strategic communications plan that outlines our purpose, our audience, and the channels we found most effective to reach students. We also developed a schedule to make sure every message was released at the right time throughout the semester. And finally, we incorporated feedback along the way to refine and strengthen the final version of the campaign. The purpose of our campaign is simple. We want to encourage students to actually use the resources that Career Services offers. These resources can make a real difference in helping students get career ready and feel confident as they move toward internships, jobs, and future opportunities. To maximize the impact, our campaign is designed to launch during the first week of both spring and fall semesters. This timing gives students enough space to prepare for the job and internship fairs that happen later in April and September. We focused on the channels students already use the most, things like text messages, emails, and campus flyers to make the information easy to notice and access. Overall, the main goal is to help students learn about these resources early so they can explore career paths, build strong application materials, and be better prepared both while they are at SLCC and after they graduate. Next, we'll talk about how we approach our audience analysis. We broke this section into three key parts. First, we define our target audience, which is current SLC students who will benefit from career services. And second, we looked at the demographics and psychographics of the student population to understand their needs, interests, and motivations. And third, we analyze the context surrounding our audience, including the timing of the semester, their physical environment on campus, and the social and cultural factors that shape how they receive information. As I mentioned earlier, our audience is Salt Lake Community College students to strengthen their career readiness and professional development. For the demographic section, we pulled data from Salt Lake Community Colleges by the numbers page. Um, SLCC serves a large and diverse student population, over 52,000 students across credit, non-credit, and concurrent enrollment. The average student age is 25, and almost half of students are first generation. We also found that about 70% of students work while attending schools, which impacts how they engage with campus resources. In terms of diversity, 24% of students identify as Latinx, and 33% are students of color. And finally, 72% of SLCC graduates transfer to a four-year institution, which highlights how important career readiness is for this group. For the first psychographic insight, we looked at the students' attitudes toward preparing for their careers early in college. In our small survey of 53 students, 95.5% said they recognize how important early preparation is. And readiness is often challenged by the reality that many students work merely to pay their bills rather than to gain experience connected to their future professions, right? This aligns with findings from an article by Higher Ed Dive Reports, which says that although most undergraduates work, their jobs often don't help them build skills for their long-term career goals. A research from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas also shows that early participation in college and career preparation activities can strongly influence students' long-term success. For our campaign, this gives us two starting points. We need to highlight why early preparation matters and also how students can efficiently use career services, even with outside commitments. By emphasizing resources like career coaching and early semester job and internship fairs, we can help students feel confident and ready to take actionable steps toward their goals. The second psychographic insight focuses on what resources students are most interested in. Our survey results show that students are especially drawn to opportunities that help them build professional connections and gain hands-on experience. Their top interest were networking opportunities at 67.2%, internship and job fairs at 64.2%, career coaching at 53.7%, resume and cover letter support at 50.7%, workshops at 41.8%, and mock interviews at 35.8%. Overall, this tells us that students want experiences that connect them with employers, expand their network, and build practical skills. Because of this, our campaign will prioritize promoting networking events, job fairs, and advising services, since this align most closely with what students say will support their career growth.
Hello, I am Mariana, and first I will be exploring the multiple opinions on barriers to using career services provided by surveyed students. Among them, the most prominent was a lack of awareness with 42.9%. These statistics suggest that there is a lack of effective communication from these resources to the students on how the usage of these resources can be of great benefit to them. The second barrier that we encounter was lack of time with 21.4%. According to stats provided by the community college, 70% of the student body is currently employed, which means students do not have the time availability to seek campus resources. As there has been an increase in working students and an evident reduction of the time engaging in academics and career development. The third largest barrier was the belief that this resource is not helpful, with 18.6%. When it comes to getting advice, reports suggest that there is a mismatch between what students and advisors prioritize when it comes to topic discussion. Likely, students who have had unsuccessful experiences with academic advising in the past will assume that career coaches do not have the same professional development concerns as them. Based on these opinions provided by students, we can assume that using channels that students frequently use, having open availability for appointments, and individualized career planning are the keys to reaching SLCC students.
Perfect. How's it going? My name is Ian McCleary. So for our campaign, the first thing I worked on was our information engagement. This one was really interesting to me, the survey. So this is from the survey we did with 53 participants. Is really, I thought it was really cool. So the question we asked these was, how important do you view career development to academic success? And 44.3% of people said they view career development as more important than academic success. And 40% consider career development just as important as academic success. There were some other options here. Um, Sorry, let me pull these up. Some 7.6% said it's less important, and 10.1% said I haven't thought about it much, which was interesting. But the key insight here is that most students at Salt Lake Community College are motivated by their career goals and see their education as a way to grow in their professional life rather than pure academic achievement. I think that's really solid. The other thing I worked on here, oops, let me scoot this out of the way, was values and motivation. So, based on the same survey, 57.1% of students attending Salt Lake Community College viewed financial stability as the leading motivator in their future career goals, while 25.7% of these students attending Salt Lake Community College viewed their personal growth and fulfillment as their leading motivator in their future career goals, which is pretty cool stuff. So, the large majority found financial stability as their main goal, and it shows a heavy drive towards economic stability. And again, this is a survey with the 50.
Then after our psychographics, we have the multiple contexts of the campaign. So first we have the temporal context. Many students at SLCC are in transitional phases, balancing work, school, and family or social responsibilities while preparing to enter the workforce. Career readiness programs must be flexible and aligned with students' varying schedules, especially during busy and stressful times of the school year, such as midterms, finals, and transfer periods. As for the physical context, having both online and in-person resources is a priority. As SLCC operates across multiple campuses throughout the Salt Lake Valley, many students attend fully online or take night classes. So ensuring accessibility and flexibility in career resources is essential. For the social context, students attending SLCC often juggle multiple responsibilities, including work, school, family, and social life. Because of this, peer recommendation and word of mouth play a strong role in encouraging participation in career events and services. Online communication channels, such as social media, email, and the SLCC app, are also highly effective, since many students actively use these platforms, sending regular reminders and information about career readiness programs will increase engagement. For the cultural context, SLCC prioritizes diversity, inclusivity, and opportunity within its community, with 33% of students identifying as students of color and 47% as first generation college students. The college places a strong emphasis on equity and providing career development support that meets students where they are. This approach takes into account that students may have varying comfort levels with professional networking and culture. Four-fifths of students surveyed believe it is very important to start preparing for a career early during their post-secondary education, and more than half of them lack awareness of career advising or how useful it can be to their career development. Taking into account the demographics, psychographics, and context of SLCC students, we developed strategies to communicate more effectively the resources career service has to offer. So, for the first strategy, we have explained what career services consists of and spread awareness about it. Emphasize resources that are the most relevant to students when it comes to career development and that cater to their needs. For the second one, we develop we have present the multiple benefits of meeting with career coaches for the students' professional careers. And then for the third and last one, we have highlight how accessible career services is, showcase the time range for appointments and the different locations where the department can be found. Mention the career coaching appointments are completely free for SLCC students.
Next, we identify the core messaging goals that guide our campaign. These goals focus on what we want students to know, think, feel, and ultimately do after seeing our messaging. First, we want students to know the essentials, how to prepare for the job fairs, how to schedule a coaching appointment, and where they can access all the resources that career services offers. Second, we want to shape how students think about their career development. We want them to recognize that preparing early can give them meaningful skills, that career services can provide clarity and confidence, and that resources like job fairs, coaching, and resume support are practical tools that can genuinely impact their success. Third, we want students to feel supported and encouraged. Our messaging aims to help them feel confident about their career path, open to seeking help, motivated to explore opportunities early, and reassured that they can take manageable steps towards their goals. And finally, the action step. What we want students to do. We want them to attend the spring and fall job and internship fair, schedule a one-on-one career coaching appointment, explore resources on the career services website, and connect with career services early in the semester to begin planning their next steps.
Perfect. And the key messages for our campaign were that students know how to use academic tools to succeed, then they know how to schedule appointments and what resources to use for your career. They think about future jobs. When we present and they see our campaign, we want them to be thinking about what resources they need for their career to help them have a clear path for their career. We want them to feel confident, motivated, and open to learning more about their career, especially early in their career. Like, we want them to feel motivated to start exploring your options early. We want you to take action for future success by attending these fairs, the spring and semester internship ones, and by connecting with others. I feel like nothing in life takes you further than the connections you make. And you can make some awesome connections at these fairs, especially for internships and other career goals.
For this campaign, we developed style guidelines to consolidate the tone while providing freedom to approach each channel in their unique way. The colors were chosen to match SLCC's representative colors. We took this decision because career services is a resource that exists in most colleges, so we thought it was appropriate to connect it to the college as much as we could. So the primary colors are rich electric blue and cyber yellow. Blue and yellow colors are the most used colors in education branding because yellow captures students' attention when used across different media channels, and blue symbolizes trust and competence. As for secondary colors, we chose rosette and Chinese bronze. For header and logo, we chose Roboto Slab Bold because of its professional yet approachable look. That way, it shows how capable and welcoming career services is. And then for the copy font, we selected Telegraph because of the way it complements Roberto's lab. For the purpose of this campaign, we designed a logo for career services. Multiple school organizations and resources have their own logos to represent them and gain more engagement from the student body. We decided to include a symbol to reflect the purpose of the department. The one we chose is the target because career services purpose um, is to help students plan and achieve their professional goals. We also added the smaller version of SLCC's institutional logo. Our communication schedule is separated in three different phases. Phase one will take place during the first 2 weeks of the fall and spring semesters, and it will take the two different channels, my SLCC and Canvas and email. So for my SLCC and Canvas, we will put a panel that will be displayed on the home pages of both, and it will remain visible for 1 month into the semester. And then for email, we will send out an email campaign to all students via their SLCC email. Then we have phase two that it will be throughout the semester, and it will take two different channels, text message and posters. For text messages, we will send out a brief text message with reminders about the upcoming job fair, and it will include elements such as emojis, exclamation points, and all caps. For the posters, they will focus on grabbing attention and motivating the students to take action. For phase three, it will take place during the last 3 weeks before the fall and spring semester end, and it will only take place in social media. So we will make a post in SLCC's Instagram page and the Services Instagram page, and then this post will focus on providing potential questions at the job fair, so they feel prepared and confident.
Then we have examples of how our channels will look like. First, we have the email from Career Services, in which basically it will explain what is Career Services, what does it offer, and as well as a little advertisement of the spring, in this case, spring 2026 job fair, so they can save the date, so they can also start using the career services resources if they want to build their resume in case they want to give it out to some potential employers.
Since our second channel is social media, we chose Instagram because it is the most commonly used by students and campus organizations. Because it is social media, we wanted to do something more interactive. So this first example of an Instagram post is giving students tips for the 2026 job fair. It not only promotes the fair by providing the date and location it is taking place, but it recommends students to prepare for it with a career coach. For the second one, we did something similar, but instead of giving tips, it's giving questions to ask recruiters, so networking can be easier for students. It provides a date and location of the fair too, and it also recommends students to book an appointment with a career coach through My Success in case they want to improve their networking skills.
Our channel 3 will be the Canvas banner. This is a simulation of how it will look like. Nothing different from the email. It will say it will explain what is career services, what does it offer, and what are some of the expectations that students will have if they do a coaching appointment. Some of the students might not know about the broom closet and something that we wanted to add in there, as well as a little guide on how to make an appointment with a career coach on My Success. We attached the contact information as well as the locations across campuses.
Our channel 4 is posters. For posters, as posters will be hung around campus, we wanted to create something that looked more professional and serious than the social media posts. The poster we designed focuses only on the upcoming fair and the resources students service, the resources that Career Services is providing to students to prepare for it. To make it easier for students to contact Career Services, we added the website and their phone number. For our fourth channel, we have text message. As a channel that is often used for conversation by the college, campus organizations, and resources, text messages are ideal for the purpose of the campaign. We decided to make a short announcement to catch students' attention, and then we mentioned the time and place the fair is happening, and recommend using Career Services resources.
So the success measures for this campaign were as follows. We wanted 65% of students who view this campaign to either attend the spring or fall job internships. Like I just barely talked about. We want as many people to go to these as possible. These are going to help you make amazing connections, which will help you grow your career, especially early. And it'll help get you on the right path for success. We want 30% of students to schedule an initial appointment with a career coach within the first month of the semester. And we want 25% of those students to complete at least one follow-up appointment with the career services. This will just help them stay on that path for longer. And so, yeah, those are the success measures.
Throughout the course of this campaign, we learned key lessons. So for the first one, we have preparing a professional communications campaign. All the group members have prepared school projects and presentations in the past, but through the development of this campaign, we were provided with the steps to put it together, with strategies to present a purpose. The second important lesson we learned is how to host effective group meetings. Through the course of this class, we'll learn how to conduct and organize meetings to take advantage of every second with resources such as meeting minutes and agendas. For the third lesson, we have conflict solving strategies and working as a group in a professional setting. Working as a group means that all group members are not going to be in agreement all the time. So it is crucial that we know how to manage situations of disagreement to reach a common ground. And then the fourth and last one is communicating clearly and effectively. Many times, conflict is a result of misunderstandings. In a group setting, it is important that we prioritize choosing clear and effective language. It has been a pleasure and a wonderful journey to develop this campaign as a group, and we treasure the lessons and memories we created throughout. Thank you so much for your time.